Yes, indeed. It's the business show. I can't believe it. It's been like 6 months, and here we are back again. I say we, here I am back again. Mike Duckett, my former co-presenter, isn't coming back, but I'm here. I'm doing the business show. The format and the content are pretty much as before, just me as a solo presenter, and I'm still doing it fortnightly. And the other Thursdays from 2 till 3 will also be a business show, but presented by the man who right now is sitting next to me, Lawrence Wood. How are you, Lawrence?
I'm really good, thank you, Mark.
Good. You're going to be doing a slightly different format of show to mine.
I absolutely am. I'm going to be doing something that's a bit more of an in-depth interview with a single guest, and I'm very pleased to say that my first guest for my first show next week will be Orlando Silverwolf from Free Soul Books. He's going to be talking all about a whole variety of things, but his main topic for discussion is hats. What hats you have to wear when you're in business, when to wear them, and when to delegate.
I love that. I've spoken to Orlando before. His surname really is Silverwolf, and I've heard the story behind that, and it's fun. So as opposed to my version of the business show, which is having two guests who I'll introduce you to in a second, and we talk broadly about the business news stories of the day. Yours is very much focused on the person, what they do, and their skill sets, and the kinds of things that you want to talk about just on a one-to-one. Mm-hmm. I sort of think your show's going to be nearly as good as mine. We shall see how time goes on. So, two guests, first of whom is Andy Steer from Vividly Simple. How are you, sir?
Well, Mark, it's great to be back and nice to hear you back on the air.
Thank you. It's so nice to be back on the air. And one of the weird things right now that listeners probably hopefully don't appreciate, is, of course, you're not in the studio with me. You're at your home with a very professional looking background nearly, which the listeners can't see, only I can, because we're doing this by Zoom. And it's different for me. Does it feel different for you to being in the studio? Because you've done the show a few times?
It is different. I quite like the sense of sitting there with a microphone, and I don't know, it somehow feels a bit more exciting in the studio. You know, we've got used to Zoom over recent months, so this is just like another Zoom call, really.
Absolutely. I'm sorry you're missing the excitement of being here. I'm loving being here and all the lights and microphones, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens in front of me with different things on, and it's just, it's a crack. My other guest today is Dave Reynolds, and Dave, you've also been on Marlow FM a few times, but not from your home.
Oh, never from my home. And I agree with Andy. I think, we're all so accustomed to FaceTime and Zoom, but there was something very nice about coming into the studio, which we're going to miss today.
Yeah, it's different, but different isn't better or worse. It's just different.